Yes, so I think I'm ready. Just waiting for a few seconds for the students to join in. Hope you can clearly see me and also hear my voice. Yes, good evening all. Let's just wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Yes. So in the meantime, I'll just look at the chat. Yes, I can see a lot of faces whom I have seen yesterday. Himanshi, Charan, Jagruti. There is one cute name, the Gamer Boy. Let's see. Okay, I could see some others also have joined. Anju, Sunai, hi, good evening. So till now we have 47 entries here. So yesterday when we started, some of them had issues with seeing the video clearly. So for them, once again, I just say you can go to the settings of YouTube. On top you have an option to increase the resolution. So usually if you're not seeing it clearly, then that means you have to increase the resolution from 144, which is the lowest resolution, to something higher. Okay. So kindly do that if you are not able to see the video clearly. I hope the audio is clear for everyone. So if the audio is clear, can everyone give a thumbs up for those who can hear properly? I'll just watch the chat for maybe 1 or 2 minutes till we settle. I think there is some delay in the chat for me. I can't see any feedback right now. Can you all hear me properly? Or should I increase the volume further? No feedback? Okay. Right. Okay, now I see a few thumbs up. So probably it has taken some time for me for my system to get refreshed. Kindly wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Yes, somebody is asking what was taught yesterday. So yesterday was just introduction to Vedic mathematics. So we just gave an overview on what we will study in this particular session. So today will be a continuation, and I will be repeating some of the concepts that we covered yesterday. We did not do much of concept wise. We were just orienting ourselves to the subject of Vedic mathematics. Yeah. So thanks for the message. I don't know, its name is not there. Guntur Mirchi Gardening. Very cute names in YouTube chat. Yes. Thank you, Sharda, for that feedback. Shivanshi, thank you. So we'll just begin in 1 more minute so that we have enough participants. So by the way, so before we begin, anybody had tried to draw the 10-point circle that was explained yesterday? So this is for students who came for yesterday's session. Have you all tried to draw the 10-point circle? If you have tried, you can write that in the chat box. Yes, I can see somebody saying yes. So if you have already drawn the 10-point circle, can you write something like 10 and yes? 10 yes, if you have drawn the 10-point circle. Okay, somebody says my voice is low. Is it for everyone? Most of them did not say anything about the voice. Is it still low? I don't recall who had asked. Yeah, I think Patmini. Patmini is facing low voice. Can you just try at your end? Okay, somebody is saying, can you increase the volume? So let me do that. Let me do that. Let me slightly increase the volume. Is it better now? Is it better? Can you just confirm? Is it better? Patmini, who had asked, yes, is it better now? Or is it no? Okay. Can everyone hear me properly? If you can hear me properly, just give a thumbs up. Yes. Okay, thanks. So probably, yeah, some of them I could see have drawn the 10-point circle, which is good. So I think we can start today's session right now. We have waited for 5 minutes and we have almost 90 students who have joined. So today we are going to introduce a little bit of formulae. We told that in Vedic mathematics there are 16 formulae and these are called as sutras. So I'll just explain a little bit of terminology, what is the meaning of the subject in that we are going to learn, and then I will talk to you about formulas that are useful for doing addition. So the first word in Vedic mathematics is Vedic. So what is the meaning of Vedic? So it's a Sanskrit name, and the name Veda, the Vedic in Vedic mathematics comes from the root word Veda, which means knowledge. So any knowledge that you see around you, that whatever you are learning, whatever you are experiencing, whenever you are talking with others, whatever you are sharing, all this knowledge can be called as coming from Vedas. Now, Veda can also be considered as a set of scriptures or books that has all the information about the working of this universe, the different aspects of the universe. And in this subject, we are only dealing with the mathematical part in this whole treasure of Vedas. Okay, so I see some of you are writing in the chat box that the video is in blur. So I had explained how to correct that yesterday also. So let me just explain that once again. So if you are in YouTube, go to the top. There are 3 dots. In the 3 dots, there is an if you just press on that, there is an option for quality, and just click on that quality, and you can see there is an advanced option. If you go to the advanced option, you can increase the resolution, video resolution. So that is how you can make the video more clear. So hope yes, who are asking, Rochan and Pavitra are asking for more clarity. So that is, you have to increase the clarity at your side. Okay, all right, good. So let us go to the next. So in ancient times, this Vedas or this knowledge was passed on from one generation to the other by word of mouth. So there will be one teacher and the interested students will go to the teacher. Mostly they'll go to the teacher's home, and the teacher would teach different subjects. And these are all based on this Vedic knowledge, and there is no written knowledge then, only it was passed on through mouth. So the students have to just listen. That is why it is called as Shruti. So Shruti is just meaning that it was passed on from the teacher to the student only through the word of mouth. But that is not the case now. Today we have books, we can write the knowledge, we can document it, and so many documents are available in internet. So this was not the case in ancient times. So at that time, you should imagine the students should have very good memory, because whatever they hear, they should register that in their memory. So that was the Shruti system. Right. Now, what all subjects were included in this Vedic literature? It included, starting from yesterday I was talking, it also includes the subjects of grammar, language. It includes astronomy, and yesterday we talked a lot on astronomy. It also includes architecture, how to make houses, how to make buildings of different kinds, etc. And the measurements that are used while we are doing architecture. It also has subjects like psychology, which deals with how the mind functions. It has philosophy. It has also some additional knowledge like archery. At that time, warfare was fought using archery. So all this are explained in detail how you can do a meaningful warfare. Everything was um, explained very clearly in this literature. Right. Next, let me just explain you a little bit more on this particular text, which is called as Ganita Sutras. So Ganita, all of you know, it is mathematics. You might have learned in your smaller classes how the word Ganita means mathematics. Maybe in your own mother tongue, it is also called Ganita. So this Ganita Sutras was elaborated by the great Indian mathematician Aryabhatta, and he concisely wrote the book called Aryabhatiya. But before Aryabhatta, these Ganita Sutras, some of the scholars at that time, before Aryabhatta, actually read these texts, and they could only see some stories being written. They could not identify any mathematics behind that. So only at Aryabhata's time these were actually found, and he interpreted these Ganita Sutras so that everyone can understand what is the mathematics underlying these stories. So yesterday I was telling you why you should come to Vedic mathematics class. One reason is because you can hear a lot of stories. So hope you will enjoy today's session also, because we are going to start with storytelling today. Okay, some of these sutras I was mentioning were referring to stories. Now, in current times, we don't have much access to this Ganita Sutras, because even at Aryabhatta, when he interpreted the Ganita Sutras, he wrote commentaries, and all these commentaries were available in Sanskrit. So today, not all is able to read these Sanskrit stories. So we have these stories being translated into mathematical language, and this was due to Bharati Krishna Tirthaji, whom I was talking about yesterday as also, who is the contemporary person who brought Vedic mathematics into light. And there are 16 sutras or formulae. Sutras means only formulae. So just in physics, if you have learned about the Einstein's equation, E equal to mc squared, this is a formula. So similar to, okay, sorry, I have written it in a place where you cannot read. Yeah, in physics, if you have read the formula E equal to mc squared, then what it means is some equation, and it has some word interpretation. So similarly, sutra is actually written in the language of Sanskrit, but it has some mathematical value. So that is the importance of these word formulae or sutras. So I should just include the word formulae so that nobody gets confused. Okay. So I can see a lot of messages in the chat box, maybe not pertaining to this. pertaining to the subjects, I strongly encourage students to participate in the chat, but not use the chat for just bullying others or not spamming the chat box itself. So kindly use it only for learning Vedic mathematics for the time being. Okay. So here we come to the Vedic mathematics sutras or the formulae. So there are 16 I told. So I'm only showing 8 of them here because of the limitations in the screen. So let us look at only 3 sutras today. I'll just stick them here. We'll just learn about 3 sutras today. The first one, which is called as Egadikena Purvena. So anybody knows what is the meaning of Eka? Eka. So I'll just check the chat box for a while. Okay, so Rohan is asking what is E equal to MC squared. It's not a problem. Yeah, so Eka, I was asking Eka what is the meaning. It is equal, it is meaning 1. So Ek Adhikhena, Adhikhena means one more. Adhikena Purvena, Purva means one that is before. So when I translate this particular Sanskrit name to English, it looks like by one more than one before. So it is very easy to learn. Now yesterday I told you can always convert these things into poetic language. You can give some tune to this when you say, so that it is easier to register in the mind. So as a project, I'll probably give you a creative exercise. So I'll just define the project tomorrow. So in tomorrow's class, you will be getting an assignment or a project in which there will be a creative part where you have to give tune to these Vedic sutras. Okay, so that was the first sutra. Let's go to the 7th now. So I have not put it in order. The 7th sutra is Sankalana Vyavakalana-pyam. So don't worry about the Sanskrit name right now, but it just means in English by addition and subtraction. So even though it seems to be very direct, you can read what these formulas are. Its applications and its uses are very much useful. And I'll be taking some examples to let you know what these formulae actually mean. And the last formula that we'll be seeing today is Purana Puranabhyam. So which means by completion and non-completion. Okay. So I am only showing 8 of the sutras today, out of which I have picked 3 because only these 3 are mainly used in addition. The remaining sutras we will learn in the future classes. Okay. All right. Okay, so somebody wants to read the names once again. So I'll do that. So the first sutra, it's in Sanskrit, it's called as Ekadigena Purvena. If you don't want to read the Sanskrit name also, it is fine. You can just read it as by one more than one before. The second sutra that we are going to learn is the 7th number here, Sankalana Vyavakalana-bhyam, which means by addition and subtraction. And the last one is Purana Puranabhyam, which just means by completion and non-completion. So you just need to know the English names as of now. All right. So let us go to the first part right now. So here is a small puzzle. And what is the puzzle? So everybody can take your pen and write this on your book. I'll just give you 2 minutes. What you have to do is you have to complete this puzzle by filling the names, filling the letters of brave. And what is the rule? Rule is that a letter can only come once in a row and column. So take the letters of the word brave. The exercise is that you have to fill all these boxes, the cells, with letters of the word brave, and no column or row should have repeating letters. So you can just take 2 minutes, think for a while. So in the meanwhile, I'll just think how to complete this. Okay, Anju says it's done. Very nice. So this is very similar to that game of Sudoku that you play maybe on your newspaper. It usually comes, and I think there is also a mobile app for that. It's a very nice game. It also increases your mind capacity, and I'll suggest you some of the games in a maybe a future class. But today we are going to stick on with this language Sudoku. Okay, right. So which letter should go here? I don't know. BRA can come here. BRAV also can come here. So I won't write anything. BRAV can come here. Can I put BRA? No. So first of all, B is written everywhere. So from where to start? Okay, let's put A here. If I put A here, is it correct? BRAVE. Let's see if it is working. Now what is missing here? R is missing. R cannot go here. R cannot go here. So R can only come here. Again, A is there. A can go here or here. E is also there. E can't go here. So E should be here. So definitely A should be here. Now let's see BRA. A can go here. A can come here. What about V? Let's check V cannot go here, so V has to be here. Again, E has to be filled. E cannot go here, so E is here, so A is here. Now the last one is maybe a cakewalk because you just have 4 letters in each column, so you can just fill in. This should be E. This is BRAV. V should come here. This should be BRA should come here. So this is how you do or solve the Sudoku puzzle. Okay, so hope all of you could do this. If you couldn't, just copy this into your notebook and try it after the lecture. So as I said, this course, this Vedic mathematics sessions will consist of lot of puzzles. So always keep a book and pen by your side whenever you come for this session. So let's continue. I could see many of the answers, but unfortunately I cannot call all of your names. So congratulations for all of you who have completed it. All right. So now we are going to start with the example problems. And we are going to look at simple problems where you have to add numbers. Now, just to remind you, we are going to use this 10-point circle that we learned yesterday. But I see that some of the students had not come for yesterday's class. For them, I'll explain once again what is the importance of 10-point circle. So if you see the 10-point circle, you can imagine a clock that you have seen in your house. But the difference is that instead of 12 positions in the clock, the 10-point clock has only 10 positions. So this is a clock that is not in Earth, but it is in some other planet, say Mars. Now, whenever you observe the clock, you see that 9 and 1 are opposite to each other, 8 and 2 are opposite to each other, 7 and 3 are opposite to each other, 6 and 4 are opposite to each other. Now add all these numbers. 9 plus 1, it is 10, 8 plus 2 is 10, 7 plus 3 is also 10, 6 plus 4 is also equal to 10. So what it means is that all these opposite hands add up to 10. Now this property is very useful when you do addition, because when you add some number and you get 10, it's a multiple of 10, so further addition becomes much easier. So let us take the first problem over here. Let me just use the pen, right? So it is just the sum of the counting numbers or the natural numbers starting from 1 and ending with 9. So I should just add the numbers 1 up to 9. Now, what would you do? Would you just add 1 plus 2? 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 4. Do you do like that? But if you know that there is a 10-point circle like this, you will do it differently. Yes. How do you do it differently? You can just add 1 to 9, because I know 1 and 9 are opposite in the 10-point circle. You can then add 2 with 8. 2 plus 8 is 10 again. 3 plus 7, 3 plus 7 is 10. 4 plus 6, which is 10 again. And you have only 5 which is left. So you got 1 plus 9, that is 110. 2 plus 8, which is 2. So the sum is 20. Now 3 plus 7 is again 10. So the sum is going to be 30. 4 plus 6 is again 10. So the sum is going to be 40. So what is left is only 5. So you can directly write the answer as 45. You need not count it as 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10. That's a waste of time. So what you have to just remember is, whenever you see two numbers that are adding to a multiple of 10, do that addition first. And this is what is meant by completion and non-completion. Alright, so I want now some students to solve the second one. I can see Prashanti had already given something on the chat box. Srinivas has also given something in the chat box. Let me just wait for 5 more answers. Yes, Vishnu Kumar, Srinivas, good. So some of them are giving answers. Let us check whether the answer is right. So I don't know the correct answer. So let us first of all see where 26 is in this 10-point circle. So the number 26 is just below 6, because it is 6 plus 20. If you add any multiple of 10 to 6, that number will be under 6 in the 10-point circle. Where is the number 59? It is here, just outside 9. 59 is here. Next is 394. It's a very large number. 394 is just below 4, because 394 is nothing but 390 plus 4. 390 is a multiple of 10. Now 66 is again going to come here. 11 is going to come here. Yesterday we had written the number 11. What about 14? 14 comes here. So whenever you write like this in the 10-point circle, now it is easy, because you know which numbers to add. 26 I can add with either 14 or 394. So let me just add 26 to 14, because it comes opposite in the 10-point circle. What about 59? 59, opposite to 59 is 11. So 59 plus 11 is also a multiple of 10. That's why it should be added. Now remaining we have only two numbers, which is 394 and 66. We can add them together. So what is the answer? 26 plus 14, that is 40. Keep that in mind, or register that in mind. The next number is 59 plus 11, which is 70. So 40 plus 70 is 110. 110 plus the sum of 394 and 66. 394 and 66 will give you 460. So 460 plus 110, the answer should be 570. So I did not use any calculator. I did not use any intermediate calculations. I just figured out which numbers should be added with which. What number should be added with what. So that is what I did using these arrows. And that is the reason why I could do it everything in the mind. Yes, so Bhavyasri, I think you had some doubt and I think I had not seen it. Yes, Bhavyasri, can you just ask your doubts because now I am looking at the chat. Right. Anybody who has doubts, please put that in the chat box so that I can clear. So I think everyone got the answer as 570. Okay, somebody is saying that the voice is breaking. Is that a problem with everyone? No. Okay, so only one student had this voice breaking. Jagruti, can you just check your internet connection once? Because nobody else is facing that problem. Okay, so hope that problem was clear to everyone. Okay, Kirtana says she doesn't understand. So what is so difficult to understand here? Because everything that you have that you need here is on the slide. So let me just explain this once for those students who have not understood. So I have to add all these numbers 26 plus 59 plus 394 plus 66 plus 11 plus 14. And what I need to figure out is which numbers to choose while I do addition. So when I add 26, I have to choose 14 because only if I choose a number ending with 4, I will get a multiple of 10. So this is just to make calculation easier. Otherwise, if you are doing by the traditional method, what you have to do is 26 plus 59, and that will take some time. So instead of doing that, your mind works faster if there is some multiple of 10. So whenever you are trying addition of lot of numbers, for example, if you are going to a grocery shop and you want to add the bill, what you have to do is collect those numbers which are going to be adding up to a multiple of 10. All right, so I hope this clears the doubt of many students. Let me go to the next story. So I'm going to tell you a story here. So yesterday we were planning to go to Mars. That is why yesterday we designed this 10-point clock. So I'll just draw it once because not all might remember this clock. So 8, 9, 10. Okay, this is my clock. And when I was planning to go, I encountered some aliens. These aliens are called as Martian United. So they had come as a team to compete with those astronauts who are called as Earthling All-Stars. So this is from Earth, this is from Mars. So this is the game. So when the astronomers from Earth were going to Mars, they were stopped by aliens from Mars and they were asking some questions. And only if these astronauts gave the answer with less than 10 seconds, they were allowed to enter into Mars orbit. So I'm going to divide you into two teams. All those students who have their starting names from A to M, the letter A to M, are the astronauts from Earth, and all those who have their names starting with the letter N to Z, they will be in the second team from Mars. Okay, so Anish, I can see Anish will be belonging to the first team, which is from Earth. So Ritesh, you will be probably from the team from Mars. Okay, clear? So Raja, yeah, yes, you are from team 2. Yes, so team 1 is Earth, team 2 is Mars. So those students who has names from A to M is team 1 Earth, N to Z is from team 2. Clear? Now I'm going to show you two problems. We have to see who is going to win. You just can take maximum of 10 seconds. Try to apply the rule that we had learned in the previous slide and try to answer the questions. So your time starts now. So team 1 and team 2, whenever you answer, write, if you are from Earth, write Earth followed by the answer. If you are from Mars, you write Mars followed by the answer. Yes, I think we have already completed 5 seconds. You can take 5 more seconds for completing problem 1. So somebody, Anish, has given the first answer, it seems. Right. So we have got the first answer from Earth. So probably Anish might go to Mars. Let's see who all are eligible to go to Mars. Yes, Rochen is given the second answer, and he's from Mars. Okay. So yes, I could see a few answers from Earth and Mars. Okay. So let us see the second problem now. Again, you have to do the second problem. Earth versus Mars. Who wins? I'll give you exactly 10 seconds. Right. I see one answer from Rochen. Rochen is from Earth. Okay, how come? Because his name starts with R. I don't know. He has written Earth. Yes, it seems so many people from Earth are winning. So probably man will go to Mars. Let's check the answer whether it's correct or not. So let's see how we will calculate 456 plus 361 plus 244 plus 119 plus 11. So whenever I observe this, that a number is ending with 6, I'm looking for a number that will end in 4. So probably I should add these two. And whenever I see a number ending with 1, I'm looking for a number which is ending with 9. So here it is. So without using a calculator, how to do it quickly? Now 56 can be clubbed as a single number and 44 is another number. So 56 plus 44, you know 56 plus 4 is 60, 60 plus 40 is 100. So that part is 100. 400 plus 200 is 600. So 600 plus 100 is 700. So these two will add to 700. 361 plus 119. You can add 19 to 60, that is 80. So 80 should be added to 300 plus 100, which is 400. So 480. So 480 plus 700, which is 1180. So 1180 plus 11 is 1191. So yes, so many of you had written the answer as 1191, and I saw the first answer from Earth. So, and I think I recall the answer from Anish. I saw it first. Right. Right. Let us go for the next one. Who is the second person eligible to go to Mars? 36. I'm looking for a number ending with 4, so it should be 14. Now, there is some problem with this middle numbers. Nothing is adding to 10. But what I can see is that I can add 5 to 2, 7, and 7 will combine with 23 to give 30. So 30 plus 36 plus 14, 36 plus 14 is 50, 50 plus 30 is nothing but 80. So the answer there is 80. So both of the winners come from Earth. So sorry to the team Mars, you should be a little bit more faster. Probably you are using the clock in Mars, which is a little bit slow. Okay. Right. I hope you enjoyed this problem solving. So let's go further again. Thank you for your chat messages once again. Let's go forward. So yesterday we did this problem in the class. So today I'm going to tell you how this problem interprets when we do it in the calculator called as abacus. Yesterday many of you had written they know about abacus. So I just want to show how to calculate numbers in abacus from left to right. We are going to add from left to right. So generally students tend to calculate from right to left. For example, if I am given this problem, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, you generally start calculating 4 plus 8 is 12. But in Vedic mathematics, you should always try to start with left. There is nothing wrong with if you start with right, but to make your calculations faster, it is always good if you start from the left. So keep this as a unwritten rule in your mind, that when you start from left, you are possibly improving your speed. Yes, so I can see a lot of answers also coming in the screen, in the chat, which is good. So let me just answer this once for all so that everyone is on the same page. 1 plus 5 is 6, so I'll write 6 here. 2 plus 6 is 8, but I am expecting a carry from the next place, which is 3 plus 7, 10. So I should add that 1 to this 8, which will be 9. Now 3 plus 7 was 10, so the number I should write here is 0, but I am expecting a carry of 1 from 4 plus 8, which is 12. So I should write 1 here. 4 plus 8 is 12, the last digit is 2, which I should write here. So the answer is 6912. Whenever you are doing from left to right, the good thing is that you need not write explicitly what are the carries. Now for beginners, I will tell you a little bit more simpler version. So if you want to add 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, and suppose you are not comfortable in writing all this very fast, then what you can do is you can do 1 plus 5, which is 6, 2 plus 6, which is 8, 3 plus 7 is 10. So whenever you write 10, you put 0 on the top, 1 as a small number in the bottom, and the small number is indicating the carry. In the last place, 4 plus 8, which is 12. So you write 2 as a bigger number on top, 1 as a smaller number below. Now what you should do, you just add carry from right to left. So you get the answer as 6, 9, 1, 2. So got it? So this is for all the students who are beginning to learn. Now let me go to the abacus. So this abacus calculator, you can see there are a lot of beads in the calculator. And each of the beads, each of these sticks is the place value. Yesterday we discussed what is the place value and what is the face value. So for example, if there is a number 1, 2, 3, 4, what is the place value of 1? If you know the place value, can you write that in the chat box? Place value of 1 in the number 1, 2, 3, 4. Nobody? Maybe I'll wait for 10 seconds. Okay, Jansi says it is 4. 4 is not the right one. Yes, Ritesh right is 1000. Anish also 1000. 1000 is the correct answer. So you should have written 10 to the power 4. I think that was what was meant by Jansi. Yes. So 1000. Oh, it's not 10 to the power 4, right? Oh, I think somebody has made a mistake. Okay, so let's do it once again. So the 4 is in units place. 3 is in tens place. 2 is in hundreds place. And 1 is in thousand place. Yeah, so the answer is 1000 and not 10 to the power 4. 10 to the power 4 is 10,000. So Jansi, you should write it as 1000. Okay. So the place value is 1000. So in this particular figure, it is coming in the fourth rod. This particular rod is representing the 1000th place. And if I have to write 1 there, I just have to move 1 bead towards the top. In the abacus, if I have to write the number 1, I just move one bead. So this is called as a bead. I'll take it onto the top. So if I have to write the number 2, this number comes in the hundredths place, which is in this location. That's why there are 2 beads here. The number 3, there are 3 beads here. It is in the 10th place, and the units place, it has 4. All right. Now I have to add the number 5, 6, 7, 8. The number 5, 6, 7, 8 can be added as follows. So how do I add the number 5? So I have to add 5 to 1, that will be 6. Now 6, how will I write? I have only 4 beads here, but I now need to write the number 6 in this position. So what I could do is, I should bring, whenever the number increases beyond 5, I should bring the bead on top to the bottom. So that is why you can see the arrow here. Now this number is 6. Next number is 2 plus 6, which is 8. So 8 means it is 5 plus 3. That is why there are 3 beads here, and I have to bring the upper section, this bead on the top layer or the second floor. It should be brought to the bottom. Now what is the next number? The next number is 3 plus 7, which is 10. But 10, there is no way of representing 10, right? Because only you can represent 0. And 1 is a carry. So what you should do here is you should give 1 as a carry first. That means in the hundreds place you should move that bead on top, and you should write the next number as 0. 0 means no beads are on the upper half. So similarly, if you go like this, the last place you should write the number 12. So 12 means 2 is the position, the face value, and 1 is the carry. So when 2 is the face value, you just put 2 beads and the top bead is not changed, and you have to give 1 carry, which is shown by the arrow here. So the final answer is 6912. So that is the same answer that we got while we did in the left to right addition also. So hope you have got some idea on how to do addition using abacus. Now we have some more stories to be left for practice today, and this comes from an interesting cricket match. So let me see this. So some of the students are saying that they are feeling a delay. Praveen is saying that the screen is blurred. Yes, so some students are still facing that issue of blurred screen. So once again, I'm explaining how to correct that. Go to the 3 dots on top of your YouTube. In the settings, there are 3 dots. And if you press that, there is an option for quality. And in the quality, you change the quality from 144 to 1080. So that's why, that's how you can do that. Yes, I think now you are not in lag, right? Okay, now I think all of you can hear it here properly without lag. Okay, so I can see answers for this problem coming in before I telling the scores of these 4 players. But you don't know how many, what is the total runs. So how do you do it quickly so that you don't miss the action in the game? Okay, so let's write the scores. Just for convenience, 76 is there. That was scored by Tony. Names are not very important now. 97 is the second score. 45 is the next score. 99 is the next score. Okay. So I can see 2 of them are very short of 100. In cricket, century is most important, right? So I think probably Robbie has gone out. He missed the 100 by 3 runs. So I can write this as 100 minus 3. He missed a century by 3 runs. And probably Ali is batting right now, and he is just 1 short of 100. So 100 minus 1. So when I write like this, I already have numbers very close to the multiple of 10. So that was what is actually required. Now the number 76 can be written as 75 plus 1. Why I should write like this? Because I am seeing another number 45 which is ending in 5. And from 10 point circle, I know that if I add 5 plus 5, I'll get a multiple of 10. So what is 75 plus 45? You can add the 5s together, you will get 80. 80 plus 40 is 120. Now to 120 you can directly add 200 because I have 2 centuries there. So what is the number? 120 plus 200, that is 320, but I have to subtract 3 and 1 from that. So 320 minus 4, that is 316. Am I right? Or did I make a mistake? So 80 plus 40. Okay, I think I missed this one here. Okay, so 75 plus 45 is nothing but 120. 120 plus 200 is 320. 320 minus 4 is 316. But then I should add back this 1. So the final score is 317. So this is how I can improve my skills. So hope all of you understood how we calculated this. And I'm going to tell you the second Vedic Sutra that can be applied for doing this, that is by addition and by subtraction, or it is called as to add and to subtract. So in the earlier example I saw that the number 97 can be written as 100 minus 3, and the number 99 can be written as 100 minus 1. So this is 3 short of 100, this is 1 short of 100. Now if you write like this, some calculations can be easier. Let us see the example here. So 69 can be written as 70 minus 1. 74 can be written as 70 plus 4. So let me write that. 74 is 70 plus 4. 69 is 70 minus 1. Now I know how to add 70 and 70, which is 140. So 140 plus 4 minus 1, which is 143. So this is how I can make my calculations bit more faster, because I just see which is the nearest multiple of 10 closest to 60 and 70, 74, 69 and 74. This is 70. Now I write 74 as 74, 70 plus 4 and 69 as 70 minus 1. All these are quite easy. What about the next one? Next one also can be done quite fast. So here you can see you might be tempted to use the formulae that we learned before, that is using the 10-point circle. But before you do that, see if there is an easier way with addition and subtraction. This 296 can be written as 300 minus 4, and 159 can be written as 160 minus 1. 43 can be written as 40 plus 3. 324 can be written as probably 3. I'll write it as 320 plus 4 because I see a 4 here. Now I can cancel this 4 and this 4, which means 320 plus 300 is 620. So I have cancelled these 4s. Now 620 plus 160 plus 40, 620 plus 160 plus 40 is 200, 620 plus 200 is 820, 820 plus 3 minus 1 is 822. So an answer should be 822. Okay, some of you have written different answers. So from this what I understand is that nobody is using calculator, which is a good sign. Let us do it once again. Now the answer should end in 2. There is one reason why I am saying this, because 4 plus 6 is a multiple of 10 and the remaining numbers in the units place are 9 plus 3. So 9 plus 3 is 12. So the answer should end with the number 2. So if you have somebody had written 821, so for them it is easier to check like this. If you just add all the units placed together, you see that it cannot be 1. So this is a very useful check for doing addition. Yes. So somebody still write it is 792. Okay. Should we verify whether that is right? Let's go over this once again. Whether it's 792 or 822, there is a gap of 30 there. Let's check it once again. 300, 324 is 320 plus 4. This is 300 minus this thing. So 620 plus I get 200 here, which is 820. And 820 plus 2 should be 822. So I don't think, Prashanti, you are still writing the answer as 792. It should be 822. So kindly check that once again. Okay, good. Now here are some more additional problems for you to do. So again, let us do some match between Earth and Mars. Let us see who gets the answer first. So we'll go with the first problem here. Again, the rule is the same. Those students with letters, their names starting with letters A to M, they are Earth, they are from Earth, and from N to Z, these students are from Mars. So let us do this in two teams. So if you get the answer, write Earth equal to what is the answer. Yes, I see again Earth has given the first answer. And this time, let me see who has given. Yes, Anish. Anish is the first person again to give the answer. You're quite fast. Jansi, I think you are also from Earth. You had given a different answer though. Yes, Anju. Yes, I can see a lot of Earth inhabitants giving the answer. Oh, Mauni has gone to Mars, but M is actually from Earth. That is nice. Somebody who got confused, I think. All right. So most of them are giving the answer as 207, 207. I think that is the correct answer, but I can do that very quickly here as well. So I can do 63 plus 27, which is 70 plus 20, which is 90. 90 plus 110 is 200. 200 plus 5 plus 2 is 207. So this answer is correct. Let's check the second answer. The second answer is the following. So how do I do it quickly? So I see some of you have answered all the three problems combined. Now let's see whether that is correct. So let's, those who get the answer can write it as Earth equal to the answer also. That's also fine. Again, I see some earlier answers by Rahul who falls from Mars, I think. So it's good that some people from Mars are also fighting back against Earth. Okay. So let's see whether answer by Rahul is correct or not. So here we have to do a little bit carefully. 4 is there, 6 is there, so you can use the 10-point circle. So this is 4 plus 6 is 10. So this can be 90 plus 40, 130, 130 plus 80. 130 plus 80 is nothing but 210. 210 plus 7 is 217. So the answer should be 217. Yes, I see a lot of answers from Mars this time. So good that you are competing back with Earth. Now the last one is the most important question. Yes, I can see a lot of competition between Earth and Mars again. Yes, I specifically see the answer by Lohitaksh. Now somebody from Mars, Vijay Batula, has also given an answer. I saw the answer by Rahul first. So congratulations, Rahul, for answering the last two. Let's verify the answer now. So we have 549. Let's pick up some numbers which end in 1, if possible. So 49 is there. Whenever you do this, you have to think for a little while and see if there are any common things that you can put together. So one thing is that 9 can be combined with this one or this one. So let's combine with this 41. So you have 49 plus 41. What is 49 plus 41? 50 plus 40, which is 90. So keep it aside, register that in your mind. You have 82 here, you have 7 here, so if I add 1 it will be a multiple of 10. So 82 plus 82 plus 17 is 99, 99 plus 1 is 100, you get 120 here. Earlier you had 90, so 120 plus 90 is 210. Now we are only left with I think 26. So 210 plus 26 is nothing but 236. So 236 is the value of all the tens and units place. So now you just have to add the hundreds place. So 236, register that in your mind. 5 plus 1, 6, 6 plus 3, or you can just try like this. 10 is here, 5 is here. So 5 plus 5 is 10, again 20, 21. So 2100 plus 2, I forgot the number, I think it was 210 plus 26. 210 plus 26 is 236. So this should be the answer. 2336, is that the answer? Yes. So congratulations for all of those students who gave the answers. Now I think it is almost time. I have exceeded by 2 minutes. So we will come tomorrow and we will do some kind of exercise that will revise all the topics that we have learned in yesterday's class as well as today's class, and we will be telling more of puzzles and stories. So come back tomorrow at the same time, and tomorrow I'll give you a project for the week. It will be some 4 or 5 questions, and you have some creative exercise where you will need to learn how to sing these particular Vedic Sutras. So thank you, and let's meet tomorrow. Namaste once again.